Tyron, appreciate your time after what went down on stage. I was standing to the side, didn't quite see it, just saw the aftermath. I know there's been a lot of talk backwards and forwards, but what in particular has happened then?
Oh no, he was enjoying some canned chicken, and I decided to be, nice to him, and I was a kind gesture. I was bringing him a handful of dew wipes, so he can clean himself up after I knocked out there.
Okay, and that led to the chicken flying everywhere.
Yeah, that led to me using his own stuff against him, his own mind stuff, his own warfare. The entire time, that's his whole thing. You got to poke fun, you got to try to get into your head, and I got into his head.
It seems like all week you've claimed that Jake's had sort of premeditated or scripted things that he wanted to say, and you sit back and you listen and you sort of clapped him at the end of the interview with Ariel. Does any of that rile you up at all? Does it get in your head, or are you just going vacant at that point?
I think I'm just too professional. I've been doing this for too long. He probably was trying to secure a canned chicken deal, and hopefully I didn't ruin it for him because I ain't trying to mess nobody's bag up. But at the end of the day, I've been around the block, man. I'm not letting somebody get into my mind. My mind is my strongest fortress, is my secret weapon that's been able to, get me to the status that I did in mixed martial arts and wrestling and where I'm going in boxing. So it doesn't bother me at all, to be honest.
How's this fight differed from what you're used to for championship fights? I mean, this is a big deal. In fact, more people are talking about this boxing fight, this whole fight card than anything. Than other sort of what we'd call out and out heavyweight championship boxers, etc. I mean, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel good because at the end of the day, this has been a complete movie from the beginning to end. I just know the ending I saw, from the beginning of it, training hard, put myself in position, and I've been at the top. This ain't my first time, This ain't my first bag. People talk about pay and they talk about, the stage and the platform. I've been here before, and it's things I could have did differently. Now I get a chance to rectify that. So now, when I go up there and I go crazy tomorrow and I go big, make sure you guys go down like that. Let's go big, me and my dog OT Genesis. When I do that tomorrow, we're going to be in a position where now I'm going to take off the way I should have always taken off. And I'm just ready to deal with it, to handle it the right way.
Yo, everybody move this way, away from the door.
Is this a little bit like a rebirth of your career?
Yeah, it feels that way. It's a rebirth. Not only is it a rebirth, I'm rejuvenated, and I feel good, and everything that's going is in perfect alignment. So I'm just very thankful, very blessed for everybody that's helped me out. I got a crazy team. I put them through a lot, especially my Julia. Put her through the ringer. But everybody's working hard, and everybody's here for the win, here for the victory. Not just winning this fight, but just winning the opportunity to really go crazy.
I got to ask as well, how's Mama Woodley? I mean, the whole MMA community was upset by that.
Mama Woodley behind you. I think she good. You can holler at her if you want to.
I am.
We're good to see you're doing fine. Thank you.
So yeah, she's doing well. It's just certain things won't be handled. You would never hear me say a word to Jake Paul's mom, no matter what. In no circumstance would it be ever approved. If anybody in my corner even bumped their gum to look like they would have been checked, I would have stopped the press conference. I would have got them together right there. And that's me. I'm old school. I go by the old OG code. And some people that are younger, they don't understand that you can build a fight, but there are limits. There are boundaries. There are things, lines you don't cross. And I blame some of it on youth, but some of the guys that aren't young, that was around at that point, that's why I was kind of like, better than that. That should never happen.
How much more has this fired you up? You were fired up already, but to what level?
I've been fired. I've been on 10 since day one. Since the ink was put on the contract, I've been on 10. Nothing he did, nothing that happens, no meme, no shenanigans has made me go even higher. I'm at the maximum. I was ready to present the most craziest, deathliest violence anyway, and you guys will see tomorrow. That's why I'm so relaxed.
You are really relaxed. Yeah. And another question before I let you go, just regarding the weight cut, or lack of weight cut, in order to fight tomorrow night. I mean, usually it's about 20 pounds when you're going into a 170 fight. And what difference is it in your energy and how you're feeling yourself?
I usually walk around at 205 and cutting down to 170 is 35 pounds. And I don't do it all at once. But it's been times in fight week where I walk in there 196. And, I was suffering in silence. I never talked about it, never told anybody. But, it was hurting. All those world title fights and 5-round fights. And you remember, the Wonder Boy fights. And sometimes my most damaging blows are thrown in the 5th round. So imagine the type of damage I can cause when I'm fresh and my limbs haven't been dehydrated, and I didn't miss one meal at all. I was eating jerk chicken yesterday, so I feel like that's going to translate into just a phenomenal performance, and I just feel good. I feel good. I feel aligned about everything.
Well, this is good to hear, and we can't wait to see you in there tomorrow. Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.